Welcome back. You are joining me on yet another beautiful, sunny Saturday morning where I will be trudging through the Great British High Street to find Pokemon cards. Last week we saw Sports Direct / Game / Fraser Plus, or whatever it's calling itself now, up against, what was it? Ryman. So forgettable. I walked in, said, "Do you have any Pokemon cards?" I went, "No." And I went, "Okay." That was it. That was their entire journey in this competition. So Ryman Stationery out immediately. Sports Direct through to the semi-finals. And this week we find out another semi-finalist between Waterstones, where I successfully got some Journey together last week, and Menkind, which, if you don't know, is a sort of boys' gadget shop that sometimes does Pokemon cards. And they better hope they're doing Pokemon cards right now, because I'm coming and I want Pokemon cards. So welcome back. I'm PokeMark, or I'm just Mark. Actually, calling myself PokeMark feels weird. I don't think I've ever introduced myself in a video, so that was nice, that was new, that was different. And I'm about to head down to the high street now and see what we've got. Today's video takes us into uncharted territory. By that I mean a shopping mall. So here's our gorgeous Waterstones and our slightly less gorgeous Menkind. Now, I appreciate I didn't do any filming inside of either of the stores. That's because in both of them it involved human interaction. I was speaking to members of staff about what they had in cabinets or potentially behind the scenes. And like I've said before, I'm not quite at the stage where I'm happy sticking a camera in people's faces yet. So I let that happen as organically and nicely as possible. But I'll give you a little story time, because I am both slightly disappointed and really, really excited. Because for the first time in PokeMark history, in one of these challenges, we have a pack battle on our hands. The scores currently stand at 1-1, and it will be the opening of the packs that decides which shop goes through to the semi-finals. This is all I've ever wanted. So thank you, Waterstones, thank you, Menkind, and thank you to the staff inside the stores who are both extremely helpful on my search today. So let me show you what I've got. Bearing in mind that for me, I know for you it was a couple of weeks ago, but for me it was only last weekend that Journey Together came out. Waterstones had been completely ransacked, and all they had were a few blister packs. I managed to get a couple of Stellar Crown blister packs with the Paradox Pokemon promo cards, which I've already got, so nothing super exciting. It's 2 packs to open for Waterstones. It's not going to set your world alight. And I was, at that point, really disappointed and upset for the video, because I thought 2 packs of Stellar Crown. I didn't have much hope for Menkind, didn't even know if they did anything. I went into Menkind expecting nothing, and it was chaos in there because some kid had thrown a glitter ball on the floor and there was sticky glitter water all over the floor. But in the cabinet, there was a blister pack of Journey Together, and it was £14, which is about £4.60 something per pack. If you include the fact that there's a Scrafty promo in there, it's probably slightly less, £4.50 a pack. Not cheap, but also not awful. So I'm very excited. This comes down to an actual pack battle. I'm really excited to see what's inside. Menkind have 1 more shot on goal. They have 3 chances of getting a hit and getting an extra point. Waterstones only have 2, but we'll see how it goes. I'll see you at the pack opening. Okay, so we're back at base, and I have the goods. Just a quick recap. 2 blister packs from Waterstones. These are Stellar Crown with some promos of Paradox Pokemon, which unfortunately I already have for my collection, but there's some spares going if you want them. And then, in a twist, in a shock entry, a surprise, Menkind came up with this. A 3-pack Journey Together blister pack with Scrafty as its promo. The guy in the shop told me this was the last one they had, and he said that they do get them sort of irregularly, but it's not something that can be relied upon. But this could see them go through to the semi-finals against Waterstones, who, it would be really sad to see Waterstones go out in the first round. Waterstones is one of my favourite shops in town. I love spending time in Waterstones. I love buying books, I love buying manga from there, and it's also got Pokemon cards. However, they were absolutely ransacked when Journey Together first came out, including by me. I got mine from there too. So they're kind of paying for that now, and they may pay for it with their place in the semi-finals, which would be sad. But fair play to Menkind. Let's get these packs open. We're going to start with Waterstones and see what they have, and then we'll hit Menkind and see if they can beat them and go through. But it's currently 1-1. So Waterstones and Stellar Crown are up first, and as always, here's a code card for you and an energy for me. This time it's electric. So we have Diplin, Pansear, Meditite, Clink, Tornadus, Crispin or Crispout, Dubwool, Reverse Hollow Hoot Hoot, Reverse Hollow Swalot, and Arcaludon. And into our second pack, last chance for a point for Waterstones. Here, once I can sort myself out, is the code card for you, and the energy for me. It's fighting today. So we've got Morotom, Scorbunny, the Antique Clover Fossil, nice, Pancham, Koraidon, Payapa Berry, Tornadus again, a Reverse Hollow Toadschool, and look at that. Here we have Laleep and Credilli, funnily enough. It's nice when they go together like that. There is Laleep. And we got Laleep full art. This is a really, really nice looking card as well. If you've watched any of my previous videos, you will know how fond I am of the cards where it's kind of something else going on and the Pokemon just happens to be part of the scene. They're my favourite type of cards, and this is a really good example of that. Laleep is one of the fossilized Pokemon, and if you watched my Journey Together live stream, you will know that I've been musing about starting a collection of fossilized Pokemon, and this would be a really, really nice addition or good starting point for that collection. So I'm super, super, super happy with this card. It also puts Waterstones in a position of 2-1. So Menkind have only 3 packs to get a hit as good or better than this Laleep, or they are out of the competition. So now it is Menkind and Journey Together. This is exciting. The packaging feels slightly different to Stellar Crown, which is interesting. Here's a code card for you and an energy for me. This time it's fire. Black Belt's Training, Shelmet, Rockruff, Caterpie, Iono's Electrode, Hop's Bag for some reason, Ends Clink Clang, a Reverse Hollow Pelipper, a Reverse Hop's Bag, and Ends Reshiram. No hits so far, but pack number 2, let's get this open. Here's a code card for you, and the energy for me. This time it is going to be Steel, or Metal as sometimes people call it. It's a nice knitted Dunsparce, Impidimp, Lechonk, a really lovely Cubone, a redeemable Ticket, Combusken, a Alolan Golem, Magmar, that's a lovely card. There's a real retro feel to that sort of art there. Lilligant and Magina. Final pack, final chance for Menkind to score, to stay in this tournament. Are they going to do it? Here's a code card for you, and the energy for me, it's fire again. We've got Hops, Rookie D, Ends, Clink, Nimble, Larvitar, Ends, PP Up, Iono's Electrode again, Hops Bag again, a reverse holo Shelgon, another really lovely artwork on that one, a reverse holo Tyranitar, and Wailord. And that is it. It was nice to open 3 more packs of Journey Together, but unfortunately there were 0 hits inside, which means with the Lilip, Waterstones go through to the semi-finals. Can't say I'm disappointed. As I said earlier in the video, I love Waterstones, and I'm super happy with this prehistoric Pokemon. Anybody that knows me personally knows that I'm a huge dinosaur and prehistoric creature nerd, so prehistoric Pokemon are a huge thing for me, so I'm really happy with this. I'm going to put it somewhere special to keep it out of the way and not included in any of my other collections until I actually start collecting prehistoric Pokemon. And the special place I've decided to put it is in my purple Voltex binder. This is just a reminder, you can get 10% off Voltex with the code PokeMark UK. Highly recommend them. The binders that they make are the very best, and I think they've recently had a restock of all their SV numbered binders, so it's definitely worth taking a look at those. They are really pretty. This is just a nice sort of pastel purple one, and I use it for my Kadabra collection. Every Kadabra card there ever was, which is, apart from some extras like the Top Sun one and the Japanese base set and the first edition, this is the complete set. This is all of the Kadabra cards that there ever were. There weren't many because of Uri Geller, if you all remember that story. But in the back here, I have a couple of extra cards that seem to be in there for some reason. But Lilip is going to join them. It's nice, it suits the colour scheme. So Lilip is going to join them, and that's where I'm going to keep Lilip until I start my prehistoric Pokemon collection. So join me in putting Lilip in my binder. There we go. That's nice. Thank you so much for joining me once again. I am a little bit concerned that these high street videos are slightly shorter than the supermarket ones were, but it's just so much easier to find Pokemon cards in high streets. What can I do about it? It's just easier. So go to the high street, don't go to the supermarket. That's lesson number 1. Lesson number 2 is come back next week, because we have WH Smith versus HMV, and I can smell another battle on our hands. Thank you for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, comment, all the good stuff, and I will see you next week.